Alright, everybody. Hello again. Howdy, stranger. That's probably what some of you are saying. Where you been, Ben? What are you doing? What have you been up to? Well, unfortunately, I've had some illness setbacks, some technical glitches along the way. You may have noticed the last few videos, for whatever reason, I've been getting this weird hiccup in the game at some point. It's not often, but it's enough for me to notice where the video maybe skips a frame or two, the audio also skips, so it's not clear what I'm saying. I'm not sure if it's a problem with the add-ons I've used for OBS Streamlabs to kind of give my voice and the production value a little bit more quality to it. So I've done some testing. I'm using Streamlabs to record, Streamlabs as opposed to Studio. The Streamlabs doesn't have all that extra goodies programmed into it yet. I haven't added it to it yet. I'm going to record this, see if I can get through without any hiccups, see if there's any difference. You're probably going to notice a little bit of difference in the sound quality, but hopefully it's not too bad. The main thing I want is I want a nice, smooth stream with no hiccups. And if I can do that, then mission accomplished. So, where are we here? Where did we leave off? Well, the games, this season, Season 2, started off fantastic. 4-0. It looked like they were going to run roughshod over the whole division, the whole NFL, and secure a spot in the playoffs, at least. Then something happened. Who knows what it was, but they've lost 3 in a row. And what once looked like a very safe lead in the division now has come to a legit 3-team race. As you can see here, the Sentinels and the Explorers are both tied at 4-3. The Huskies are right behind us at 4-4, and then the Bulls are struggling at 2-5. So this game, we are playing the Explorers. We have them at home. Both teams have gone through some changes, and we'll get to that in a minute as I go over the rosters. There have been some changes to the Explorers, and a lot of changes to the Sentinels. We've had 2 big injuries to 2 key players. We'll look at those real quick. Superstar tight end Mark Spellman, who was very dynamic and making all kinds of plays on that 4-0 tear, got injured. We don't have him this week. We won't get him back until next week. The rookie cornerback that was drafted to be the other shutdown corner opposite Aaron Kershaw also went out around the same time. I believe the game before Spellman went out, and he's not going to be due back until next week. I could have rushed them both back this week, but they would have had a huge injury risk, and I didn't want to lose them for any more time. So we're still struggling without them. Maybe that is what made the difference, but the team just is different. What else has happened? Well, let's take a look. Kiefer Byrne, given the keys to the offense, has stumbled and failed. And that is not what Coach Hennessy wanted to see out of him. He gave him all the opportunities in the world, and he just doesn't make good decisions. He holds on to the ball too long. So the very experienced strong-arm backup, Kerry Kaplan, who came in at halftime last week, is going to start. And may start for the rest of the season, barring injury, and that kind of seals the deal on Kiefer Byrne, doesn't it? He's in the second year of his rookie contract. He's going to probably not get extended. He's going to have 1 year left on his contract after that, and he's probably going to be trade bait. Dalton Triplett continues to run like a wild man, and if his line would block a little bit better for him, he'd be having an even better season than he is already. And he's already having a great season. Kenya Tomlinson's still in at fullback. The wide receivers haven't changed other than we're missing somebody. Who did I think I had to demote... Yeah, I had to demote Aaron Posey to make room for another addition at tight end, who's Carl Young. He's taken over the starting role simply because he has better hands and a little bit more speed than Durham. Durham just didn't seem to be quite getting to his spots when he needed to. He can catch okay, but he was dropping a lot of stuff. Left tackle is actually going to be Shaquem Wagner now. After I looked things over, I realized he's actually a better pass blocker than who we had subbing in. I think we let John Hicks play. And you can see that Hicks is not as good of a pass blocker as Wagner, so Wagner's going to get a chance to start at left tackle now. Left guard, Seth Costanzo's going to take over again for Tyrone Holloman and take his starting role back. Kevin Crockett's still at center. At right guard, Matthew Hardy steps back into his starting role as Spriggs filled in for a game or two. And at right tackle, Hicks is actually going to move over there and try his hand at right tackle to spell Sean Beatles. The offensive line has not looked good this year. Left end, it's pretty much the same as it has been. The big change on defense is what is missing. And who is missing is the sack leader from last year, Tyrone. Oh boy. Not Tyrone. I forgot his name. Tanner Malone. There we go. I think I was calling him Tyrone. Tanner Malone. He was looking for a new contract, an expensive one, based off of his performance last year, and he was not having the same success at all this year. The Sentinels wanted to wait till the end of the year to negotiate. He wanted to negotiate now. They said, okay, this isn't going to work. We're going to go ahead and trade you for a second-round draft pick. That's what ultimately took place. So the defense pretty much stays the same. For the Explorers, we'll take a look at them real quick. And, well, I'll point out the changes. A lot of it has stayed the same. Schneider's still in at quarterback. They have a rookie running back. Juwan Costin has taken over the starting role at running back. And we'll take a look at how he's done. But I'm going to say probably not so great, because this team's offense has really gone in the tank. Gilbert Godfrey, Emmanuel Sharp, Vondre Chancey, the veteran wide receivers are still here. Walker and Murray. The tight ends remain the same. There's been a little bit of shakeup on the offensive line. Kevin Bradford still at left tackle. Left guard is Randy Ellis. Center, Buck Heron. At right guard, they actually start Jamon Wooden. And at right tackle, Travis Johnson. Left end is Blake Wood. Right end, Everett, still the same. They have a very good quality backup in Tobias Arnaud. Luke Gibson, Jarius Woods, Fisher. Linebacker is still Sweeney, the dangerous pass rusher. Middle linebackers are the same as they were last year and have been. DJ Childress starts at right outside linebacker. Cornerbacks, they are missing Virgil Hyde, who is now on our team. But he was another good veteran piece for their secondary. They are now missing him. So Skandrick and Murdoch are now the starters, with Jamal Malone filling in the slot corner role. Free safety, Terrell Wright. It used to be Cameron Rosemond, who is a very talented veteran, but age has started to creep in and slow him down to a point where they do not start him any longer. The same thing at strong safety, Vince Burgess, Chris Windsor. Kickers Riley Tracy, strong but leg but perhaps a little inaccurate. And McAdams is the punter. Kick returner Lambert and Malone. Punt returner Skandrick and Lambert. So we're just going to go ahead and get into things. I'm going to go ahead and cut that background music in just a second, but we have a dev trait upgrade, potentially. Let's see who it is. Question for you, Coach. How closely have you been watching LaMarcus Blades? Because he made some really big plays last week. keep an eye on him against the Explorers. If he continues to dominate, we might have something special back there in our secondary. Who knew, right? Well, LaMarcus Blades has been playing like crazy, as well as Nate Youngblood. Our safeties are very good, so this doesn't surprise me at all. They've been good for a long time. Hold the Explorers to less than 150 passing yards, or get LaMarcus Blades 2+ interceptions, forced fumbles, tackles for loss, or sacks. That's going to be... He might have a chance for the tackles for losses because our safeties play up in the run game a lot. Interceptions have been hard to come by, as well as fumbles. I have a couple of upgrades to players. Jeremiah Spriggs, the backup right guard. We're going to go with his archetype of power. He gets 4 upgrades: impact, power, run, and power block. So those are very strong run blocker. Got to work on that pass blocking a little bit. Jason McKnight, depth middle linebacker. Let's go pass coverage, his archetype. And he gets 5 upgrades. Awareness, man coverage, recognition, pursuit, zone coverage. So pretty good upgrades for him. But he doesn't play a huge role on this team. Special teams player mostly. Alright. So I'm going to try something a little bit different this week. I've got the team roster on the computer. I was using it just standard paper. But I'm going to be using 2 computer screens now because I have a second computer. It's unfortunately not any newer than the one I already have. But it allows me to use 2 different screens at the same time. So I like that idea. You know, I have to change the uniforms. We can't keep stock. We have to get our blue shoes, even though they haven't bringing us much luck. And let's see what's going to happen. Who knows? The changes on offense, the changes on defense, the scheme changes. Is it a 4-3? Is it a 3-4? Gone back and forth. You've heard all the reports in the media saying, you know, oh, they're running a 4-3 this year. Oh, no, they're running a 3-4. No, they keep switching it back and forth. Well, the reality is, according to Coach Hennessy, and we've seen it, they've always run a hybrid 3-4. It's just, what is their base? Are they going to run more 3-4, or are they going to run more 4-3? And that has changed. And they even tried a 4-6, or, you know, the 46 defense to try to bolster the run defense, and it just hasn't worked. So they're going to go back to, you know, what worked for them last season is just shutting down the passing game, creating lots of turnovers, and, you know, sacrificing the run game. Hopefully not that much, but you just never know with this team how it's gonna play out. So we're gonna find out real soon, aren't we? So Wes McGuire set to kick it off to Darian Lambert, the kick returner, the third running back. He fields it in the end zone and downs it for a touchback. And here comes Houston Snyder, the talented quarterback, to lead the Explorers out. You can see his numbers on the year: 13 touchdowns, 1,500 passing yards, only 5 interceptions, having a nice season. But those passing yards, this offense does not rank all that well. Those passing yards and their rushing offense is some of the worst in the game. But we're going to see how this turns out. Start out in the pistol, handoff up middle, and in there to stop it is the big man up front, Sheldon Bates. All 353 pounds of him to stop that play in the backfield, and that is a great sign for the defense. Having trouble against the run, so Juwan Costin, the rookie running back, gets nowhere. 2nd and 11. They go pistol again. Handoff to the left. He's got some room. He fakes out a defender with the spin move, breaks a tackle. He fumbles the football, and it looks like who recovered it? Initially, they're going to say, is it a turnover? It looks like they coughed up the football. The first fumble we've seen, and they're probably going to rule that down by contact. I think this one's going to get overturned just from the initial look. He took a pop from Blades. He forced the ball out, but I think they're going to overturn this. So Kaplan comes out to lead the team on offense, but I think the booth is going to get a look at this one. Yep, and they're going to overturn it, I'm pretty sure. But give Costin some credit on that run, showing moves, elusiveness. Yeah, he's down before that ball pops out. And hand down, leg down, ball out. Yeah, he's down. But that right side of the defense, left side for the offensive speaking, it just seems to be a problem. When I've seen big plays break, it's usually to the left side. We got to figure out what's going on over there. So now they go shotgun. Back to pass to Schneider. He's got time. Slings it out to, looks like the running back out of the backfield, Costin, who's not going to get much. And here you see the offensive line, Bradford, Ellis, Heron, Wooden, and Johnson. Godfrey, Dunn, Costin, Ellis, and Sharp, the skill players. And he got a yard on that reception. 2nd and 9. Handoff up the middle and shut down. That's Sheldon Bates again, finally making his presence felt in the middle of the defense. You see Cleveland, Bates, Kendall, and Hunt. Stewart, Bates, and Madsen. And in the secondary, Kershaw, Youngblood, Blades, and Witherspoon. 3rd and 7. This front 3 or 4 has been really struggling shutting down the inside runs. Back to pass. Has time. Here comes the rush. And that one's batted away and almost intercepted. Looks like London Bates was there in coverage to get his hand on the ball, deflect the pass, and a diving defender. I'm going to say that's probably one of the safeties. That's LaMarcus Blades. Tried to dive in at the last minute and make the catch, but couldn't hold on. And now the punter, Robert McAdams, is going to come on to kick this ball away to Tyson Kerr, a dangerous return man. He's got some blocking downfield, but gets it back to the 24-yard line. Remember, he returned a kick last year for a touchdown, a punt. And you see the numbers for Kerry Kaplan in his half of play. Did have one turnover late. That was a Hail Mary play, so it didn't really matter. And let's see how this offense attacks things with the new quarterback. Back to passes Kaplan. It slings it out. Caught by number 81. That's Carl Young, the tight end, and he's got plenty of room downfield. What a nice play. Carl Young, 36 yards, his biggest reception of the season. So Kaplan comes out immediately firing, finds a seam. That was good coverage there by number 35. That's Chris Windsor, the free safety. But perfectly placed, right on time. And then able to break the shoestring tackle after the catch and pick up a big chunk of yards. So now they're already in Explorers territory. Back to pass again. Has time. Slings it deep downfield and hauled in, but there's a flag on the play. Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness on the defense. Holy, Jamal Malone. Well, they would have had a first down anyway. That was a tremendous catch. I'd like to see who made the reception, but they're not going to show me. So now, first down from the 4. Back to pass again as Kaplan has time, scans the field, and throws it out of bounds. Looks like he was going to Carl Young, who might have misread the route. Wagner, Costanzo, Crockett, Hardy, and Hicks on the line. Wood, Kerr, Triplett, Young, and White are the skill players. 2nd and goal from the 4. And a handoff up the middle, and then touchdown! Dalton Triplett! Nice to see him get it in the end zone. He ran for a ton of yards last season, but just didn't get a chance to get into the end zone very often, and I think that is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the season. There was tremendous blocking. He could have ran for all day. Nobody anywhere near him. Great job by the offensive line to keep him clean. And on the very first drive, the Sentinels take it all the way down the field for a touchdown. Wes McGuire for the PAT. And the Orlando Sentinels make a statement and take the early lead with about 11 and a half minutes to go in the first quarter, 7-0. Some outstanding deep passes from the veteran quarterback with the strong arm. And that's something we didn't see from Byrne. He had real troubles getting that deep ball to work for him. And returned from the end zone. That is Darian Lambert bringing it out to the 22. And here comes Schneider. Had that one big run, and then the drive stalled after that. A couple of passes broken up. Some run stuffing from Sheldon Bates. Nice to see that. Man in motion. They fake it. They fake it again. Here comes the rush. And hit as he throws it. That probably had an effect on the pass as it falls incomplete. Good pressure. There's a handoff off left side, and there's nobody there. And nope, I thought we were having trouble there. A 9-yard gain for Costin on second down. Nate Youngblood, the strong safety on the tackle. Back to pass again. Has time. Plenty of time. Sheldon Bates shoving his way through the offensive line and comes up with the sack. Now to start the season, Sheldon Bates was being subbed out on pass rushing situations. They thought that, getting some more speed in there, but look at him manhandle two people, relentless to get to the quarterback. And he's really come on fire. A lot of people didn't realize he actually had 6 sacks last season. And with Tanner Malone leading it with 13, there weren't too many people that had that many sacks. It was pretty much Tanner Malone and nobody. But Sheldon Bates was right there with 6. And he's got 3 now this season, I believe. Maybe 3 or 4. So following the punt return, the Sentinels are going to get the ball back one more time with plenty of time to go. So the defense pitching a shutout so far. Kaplan in the offense looking good. They fake the handoff and they go deep over the middle. That's hauled in. And he breaks a tackle. It looks like Donnell White, number 87, who's been making some great plays all season. He's moved up the pecking order because of his playmaking ability. So Chris Bradley on the outside there, he was also open deep. Nice play by Donnell White. Kaplan is slinging it. Back to pass again. They hand it off up the middle. Triplet spins around. Picks up 4 or 5 on the carry. Defense. Blake Wood, Gibson, Woods, and Everett. Dangerous Swiney, Moorhead, and Childress make up the linebacking crew. Scandrick, Windsor, Wright, and Murdoch in the secondary. Swiney is a pass rushing master. 2nd and 7, so he only gained 3 on the carry, did Triplet. Back to pass, over the middle, and incomplete. And I'm seeing hiccups in the game, so I know we're probably going to be getting some glitches in the recording. Oh well. Back to pass, over the middle, and knocked away by the defender. Trying to see who was in there on that coverage. Number 40-something. Let's see if they show a close-up. That was a great play. It was on him like glue. Yep. That definitely interfered with the pass. Looks like number 40, who is the cornerback's Jason Scandrick. And Perry Wood just couldn't hang on to it. We've seen him make those tough kind of catches. One for a 45-yard field goal attempt is Wes McGuire. It's up, and it is good. He extends the lead by 3 more points, and it's a 10-0 lead now. So we know McGuire has the leg strength. It's been the accuracy last season where he was pretty much perfect inside the 50. Anything inside the 50 he made. It was when you got over 50 yards that the trouble began. And there's a deep kickoff that's fielded for a touchback in the end zone by Lambert. And he made the longest field goal of the season last year, 58 yards, but it was only one of 4 field goals that he made from that distance, and he attempted, I think, about 17, so the percentage was real low. There's a handoff off left side and shut down. Minimal gain. Looks like Steve Cleveland, number 91, on the tackle. Nope, I beg your pardon, that was Kent Kendall. Another handoff up the middle. Here comes the defense. And that is stopped in the backfield. Number 58, Denario Blanton. He's been making a lot of more plays in the running game this year, and that's great to see because that was the knock on him. He's a very undersized middle linebacker at only 205 pounds, but he flies around the field in pass coverage. You see number 54, that's Philip Moorhead, the middle linebacker of the Explorers, as they go empty backfield. Back to pass. Here comes the rush. Over the middle. It's caught, but short of the first down. Looks like Blanton, as well as Blades, was there to stop it before first down. So we mentioned how he flies around the field in pass coverage. It's a nice catch by number 85. I'm sorry that it's not 85. That's 86. It was hard to see. That's Chester Ellis, their starting superstar tight end. Great hands. They use him a lot in the passing game. McAdams punts it away. There's Tyson Kerr to field it. Has a block downfield and can't get away from the initial tackle. Give him about, I'd say about 10 or 11 yards on that return. And here comes Kaplan, who has led 2 scoring drives in the only drives he's had so far this game. So it's nice to get points every single time you go down the field. What are they going to do this time? There's a handoff to Triplett up the middle. He gets stopped, breaks free, staggers forward for a gain of about 7 yards. Looked like he was going to get stopped initially, but found a crease and got what he could out of it. There's another handoff. Off left side, the blocking doesn't hold up. He spins away, but gets brought down for, it looks like a loss of 2. Nice play by Burgess, number 43, the backup strong safety. Yeah, just the outside blocking did not hold up. Number 94 broke things up. That's Denario Swiney, showing that he's not just a one-dimensional pass rusher. So 3rd and 5. Kaplan back to pass. Has time. Deep over the middle and overthrows everyone. So some accuracy starting to show its ugly head. Not sure if it was a wrong route or just incorrect throw because there was really nobody in the neighborhood. Spencer Parsons punts it away deep and it's inside the 20. Who would have guessed? The master of it from last season. Pitting him inside the 20 once more. Here comes Gilbert Godfrey, a very talented veteran wide receiver. Their leading receiver year in and year out. Very talented but veteran wide receivers. Gilbert Godfrey, Emmanuel Sharp, Vondre Chansey, and then their tight end, Ellis. And he breaks free of some tackles, does Costin. Great run there. It looks like he was going to get stopped for a minimal gain, and then 2nd and 3rd effort gives him 8 yards. And there's another handoff off left side, and there's nobody there to stop him. He shoves, looked like Aaron Kershaw, the cornerback, who tried to stop him. Nice run, 1st down. And in motion, they fake it, fake the handoff. He's got time. Here comes the rush. And it's number 56, Sean Stewart, with the sack. A big play. Also looked like Sheldon Bates chasing him down up the middle. And Schneider had nowhere to go. Nope, it was interior rush. I can't see that number. 96? Number 90, Steve Cleveland, was also there. Okay. Sometimes hard to see the numbers from this distance. So 2nd and 17, a handoff, draw play up the middle, and he runs into a defender, breaks free though, and finally wrapped up and brought down by 22, Zaire Witherspoon, after a gain of 3. 3rd and 14. Back to pass, and time runs out, another sack, this made by Stringer, the backup strong safety. What a play. They just sent the house after him, and they couldn't block them all. Just straight up the middle. Vernon Hunt, Stewart were also in the neighborhood. And Schneider. The pass rush starting to come back to life for the Sentinels. It's an ingredient that had been missing for most of the season. McAdams to punt it away. Kerr to field it. And he's going to get stopped by number 30. Great play on special teams by Darius Barnes, the special teams cornerback. And here comes Kaplan again. So after 2 good drives to start the game, that third one looked a little rusty as the ground game didn't really get going, and Kaplan's accuracy has left the building. Back to pass, has time over the middle. That's caught by, looks like, Donnell White. His second catch, it only goes for 3 yards, though. Number 50 could not bring him down initially, and Skandrick, number 40, makes the tackle. See Triplett giving him a little bit of a block downfield, but not much of one. 2nd and 7. Crockett calling out the blocking schemes. Triplett gets a lot of room upfield, ahead of steam, lowers his shoulder, plows over defender, but tackled after gaining the first down. We've seen that element arrive to his game this year, the power aspect to his game. He never really ran with that in his first season, was content to be shifty and try to make men miss, and now he's just steamrolling people. And what a difference it has made. First down, nearing midfield. Another handoff up the middle. He's got blocking and some room. Lowers his shoulder again. Another first down for Dalton Triplett, excuse me. I should know his name by now. Offensive line doing a tremendous job opening holes for him, getting downfield, the second level blocking. And that's going to do it for the first quarter. I don't know if they'll snap this one before it ends. And no. So at the end of the first quarter, Orlando Sentinels are looking good, up 10-0. The defense applying pressure, looking a little shaky against the run. And the offense has been clicking so far for the most part, with Kerry Kaplan, the 13-year veteran. There's a handoff. It's fake. Kaplan holds on to it, and he's not going to go anywhere. Kaplan does not have great speed, and that fooled nobody. You might want to take that out of the playbook and reconsider this one. Number 35 was like, you got to be kidding me. That is Chris Windsor, the free safety. Like, the veteran, he's not going to be fooled by that. He's too good. So 2nd and 12 after that RPO. Well, it wasn't an RPO, was it? It was an option that didn't work. Triplett gets stopped in the backfield, broke the initial tackle, but the second man got in there, and that's Windsor again, having himself a good game. It looks like somebody didn't pull in enough time to get that block and set the edge. Third and 13. In Explorers territory. Kaplan gets the pass, drops back. Has time, holds onto it too long. And he is brought down by Randall Everett. The very talented right end for this Explorers team. And that's going to probably put them out of field goal range, I would assume. Now, Wes McGuire has power in that leg. And we saw that from Kiefer Byrne, just kind of holding on to the ball just a shade too long. Kiefer has some legs on him, but Kaplan does not. So Spencer Parsons is going to punt it away. Big booming kick, angled out of bounds at the 10. So what do you know? Inside the 20 once more. The head coach shouting some words of encouragement to his quarterback. This rookie head coach, Mitchell Stanley, and he's got his Explorers with a 4-3 record so far this season. So how will the Explorers respond? Backed up in their own territory, they fake the handoff. Has time deep downfield, it's brought in. Schneider connecting on a deep pass to number 81, Emmanuel Sharp, the 30-year-old, 80 overall wide receiver, number 2 man on the depth chart. And he just found the spot in the zone. There are plenty of defenders in the area, just nobody covering him personally. Zaire Witherspoon makes the tackle. Have they found the weakness in this defense? So far, running left seems to be one way to do it. There's a handoff off right side, and he's got a first down and a little more. Juwan Costin, 49 yards on 10 carries so far this game. Looking good. Running with authority. So just great blocking, and then nobody makes the play. Stringer was in the area, but he couldn't catch up to him. The rookie having himself a nice game. There's another handoff. It's faked. It's kept by Schneider. And he picks up about 5 yards on that carry. Give him some credit. He's not known for having great speed. He's like, oh, you want to try the option? Well, I can run the option. There's a handoff off right side. And looks like Stringer and number 54, Marion Bates, the practice squad linebacker that was called up after the trade of Malone. And there's a deep pass complete in front of, looks like Aaron Kershaw. It's something you don't see. It's the very talented Gilbert Godfrey, not to be confused with the comedian Gilbert Gottfried, who is the Aflac Duck. And Zaire Witherspoon there in to help clean up the tackle after the great catch. Just a nice route. Kershaw couldn't quite clamp down on it. 1st and 10, empty backfield in in Sentinels territory. He's got time, fires over the middle. It's complete. I believe that's the tight end. It's number 89. That's Vondre Chansey, the slot wide receiver. 2nd and 3. They hand off right side, and he's got blocking. Gets tripped up at the line of scrimmage. Just short of the first down marker. 3rd and inches. Back to pass. Has time. Throws it out to the right side. Out of bounds. Incomplete. Oh my. You'd think with the success Costin's been having when they would have tried to run for that. They tried a sticks pass on a short out route and it doesn't work. But here comes the kicker, Riley Tracy, who's got plenty of leg for about a 43-yard field goal, and it is good. So he cuts the lead down to 7 points now. About halfway through the second quarter. And he had plenty of leg. He could have made it easily from another 10 yards. And he'll kick it off now to Tyson Kerr. Deep in his own end zone, he'll down it for a touchback, and the Sentinels will start from their own 25. This offense, after starting out very well, has been struggling a little bit. Dalton Triplett has gotten his game going again, but the passing game is kind of gone a little wonky. I have to assume there's still some kinks to work out. Delayed handoff up the middle. Triplett bounces it outside to the left. Breaks another tackle. Still on his feet. Brought down after a gain of 5. Nice run off left side by Triplett. Windsor, the free safety, on the tackle. There's another handoff up the middle, and he wiggles his way through. Breaks another tackle. The ball's on the ground, but picked up by an offensive lineman. So whether it was a fumble or not, that's Kevin Crockett, the center, who fell on it. Let's see if this was really a fumble. Triplett fighting his way through traffic, spins, and I believe he was down as well. I don't think that's a fumble. It's a first down either way. Just the second and third effort from Triplett this year has made a big difference. Aren't even going to bother challenging it. First down. Back to pass, has time, spins away, fires and hits his man. That's Donnell White again. So Kaplan hooking up with his favorite receiver so far, Donnell White, having a whale of a game. Delayed fake, deep down the field and in and out of the hands. Looks like he was going for Donnell White once more. Here comes Power I. Kenya Tomlinson, the fullback, checks in. Handoff up the middle, cuts it back out to the left, and nothing doing. Great pursuit by number 50, Bradley Peters, the number 2 middle linebacker. Didn't fool anyone. Looks like he was coming on a run blitz. So 3rd and 11 on the 46 of the Sentinel side of the field. Back to pass as Kaplan has time, slings it out to the outside. Looks like he was intended for Triplett, but overthrew it, and Childress goes down. It's DJ Childress, the number 2 left outside linebacker. They start him at right outside linebacker. Looks like he'll be okay. Might have to take a little bit of a breather. Looks like he just got shaken up on the play a bit, and Spencer Parsons going to come on to punt this one away. Big booming punt. Fielded at the 6 and tackled down by 29. See, Taylor Dunn has not gotten a carry. He's the number 2 running back. So another punt inside the 20. All said and done. Delayed handoff fake. Back to pass over the middle, deep downfield, and Gilbert Gottfried with another huge reception. Houston Schneider finding something working with Gilbert Gottfried now. Starting to heat up in this second quarter. That's not great news. The secondary, that's Kershaw. I'm not sure if they're just getting lost in zone coverage, but Kershaw is normally a light glue to his man in man-to-man coverage, so I'd have to assume that's zone. And something just breaking down in that secondary. Schneider over the middle to Godfrey again, just short of a first down. 2nd and 1. Handoff, pass, they ran blitz, but he got through it, and he picks up a first down. Nice running by Juwan Costin, the rookie, to show some patience. Find a hole, pick up the first down. Deep over the middle, and incomplete. That would have been trouble had it been a hitter, because it looked like the coverage was not there. Handoff up the middle. Sheldon Bates lowers his shoulder, but doesn't tackle him. But there to bring him down is LaMarcus Blades. 3rd and 8. Back to pass. Has time. Here comes the rush. Gets rid of it and fires incomplete. This drive will stall out thanks to a bit of a pass rush from the Sentinels defense. This didn't have enough time to let it develop as it should have. And to punt it away will be Robert McAdams. And he tries to angle this one out of bounds and does at the 18-yard line. So nice job by McAdams. See the numbers for Triplet today. 10 for 41 yards and that early touchdown to put them up early in the first quarter. It's the difference in the game so far. And play action over the middle, wide open. Donnell White again is just tearing up this defense. He's finding some holes out there, and Kaplan, for the most part, has been finding him. Just right on time, right on target, right in front of the safety. Nothing he could do about it. It's Chris Windsor, the strong safety. 2-minute warning looming. And there's a handoff. He's got blocking, does Triplet, and picks up maybe 3 on that carry. They're going to say 5. Okay, I'm not going to argue. There's the 2-minute warning right there. So something cooking for the Sentinels late in the second quarter. And they put points on the board before the half. There's another handoff off left side and stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Nice run defense. I'm going to say Gibson, number 91. Luke Gibson, number 91, the defensive tackle. Stuffs the run. Had some help from the linebacking crew. Number 52 was also there. Tank Vines, the right outside linebacker. 3rd and 6. A loss of 1 on that carry. Kaplan sets up the screen. Doesn't have time. And number 77 gets the sack. That's Blake Wood, the left end. So that's going to bring that drive to an end and give the Explorers 2 timeouts, about a minute and 25 seconds to work with, depending on the return. Deep punt. He's got some blocking, and he's tackled by number 29, Virgil Hyde. Juwan Costin having himself a good day so far. Not broken off a really big run, but has had some gains of 12, 13 yards here and there. Empties the backfield. Schneider back to pass. Has his man, and it's caught in front of Aaron Kershaw, number 24. Again, you don't normally see that. Kershaw is a lockdown corner, but not so much. Over the middle and incomplete. Looks like he was trying to target Godfrey again, and maybe the ball slipped out of his hands because that was not a very good pass. There were 3 defenders in the area. And he gets rid of it quickly, batted away. I'm trying to read the number. It looked like 57. Maybe it was 47. Aaron Stringer, the strong safety. I believe that's who it was. 3rd and 10. Back to pass. Here comes the rush. He gets rid of it. Uncorks a wild pass, incomplete. That drive is going to fall short. Putting points on the board. It looks like they're going to have to punt it away, and the Sentinels have all of their timeouts. And about 55 seconds left on the clock. Some trouble on the snap. It's blocked! Recovered by the Explorers, but the Sentinels are going to have tremendous field position. Was that LaMarcus Blades on the block? I think it was. It was. Number 42, LaMarcus Blades, the man they said to watch out for being a big-time player, blocks a punt on special teams. What a huge play. And from this distance, this is an easy field goal for Wes McGuire. 49 seconds to go. Back to pass as Kaplan slings it to nobody. Incomplete. Come on, Kaplan. You're the veteran. Get it under control. Guide your team. Back to pass again as Kaplan slings it again. Caught by Chris Bradley, who flips by a defender. Picks up a first down. The rookie making a great catch there. And the Sentinels will take their first timeout. First and goal from the 9. Back to pass as Kaplan has time, holds onto it, slings it, and batted away. In and out of the hands of Carl Young, the tight end. Would have been a tough catch. Second and goal, 32 seconds to go. Fakes the handoff, here comes the rush, gets rid of it. Deep in the end zone. Chris Bradley, the rookie, with his first career touchdown. What a memory, and that puts a huge extension to this lead. What a great route. Got some separation. The man has wheels for days. And they were hoping that he could take the top off the defense. With Kiefer Byrne, it really didn't happen. Donnell White ended up being the big playmaker. He moved up the depth chart. Bradley moved down to more of a slot third role and comes up with his first touchdown. Wes McGuire for the PAT, and it's now a 14-point lead for the Sentinels with only 28 seconds left to go in the half. And Mitchell Stanley cannot be happy. He's talking things over with his captain on defense, Philip Moorhead, the middle linebacker. And the fans in Orlando going nuts, as they should. Kickoff fielded by Darian Lambert. He's out past the 25 to the 27, and that might have been a touchdown-saving tackle there because it looked like he was just getting into that gear to take it to the house. There's the rookie Costin. Houston Snyder, the veteran quarterback, having a very good season. Has been hooking up with Godfrey on some deep passes. They're going to hand it off up the middle. And there is a tackle made, but I didn't see by who. I think it was London Bates, the middle linebacker. 2nd and 6 after a gain of 4, and there's a timeout taken by the Explorers, and now they sling it out. Looks like Costin, the running back, gets it for a first down. They'll call it their second timeout, and it's probably going to be Hail Mary pass. "11 seconds on the clock, no timeouts." Yep, they're just going to chuck it deep. 3-man rush. He's got time. Here comes the rush. He gets rid of it deep, downfield over the middle. And intercepted! Nate Youngblood, number 37, the strong safety, picks off the Hail Mary. Nice play by the strong safety. And he was getting some yards on it. Couldn't get away from the initial tackler, so credit. Looks like the wide receiver, who is that? Number 81, makes the tackle, Emmanuel Sharp. And they're just going to down it. 1 second left on the clock. And the Sentinels are looking good. Up 14 points in the half. Let's take a look at some action around the league. Kaplan's got to been feeling good. Stanley not so much, the head coach of the Explorers. We'll take a look at the halftime numbers. See the passing yards for the Sentinels and the rushing yards. Let's see how the action's going around the league. Up in Brooklyn, The Bulls are up 21-3 over the Crusaders, so looks like they got a win. Carter with 3 touchdowns and Herman with 2 of them. In Minnesota against the San Antonio Dreadnoughts, and the Dreadnoughts are up 17-7 at the half. Bowen, almost perfect, 17 of 19. And in Chicago, Atlanta, it's all tied up with 19 seconds to go in the half. Battle of field goals, 2 interceptions by Hurley. And we've seen Dalton Triplett run it in for a touchdown. The pass to Bradley for another touchdown. Great to see this offense waking up. And was Kiefer Byrne the thing that was holding it back? Kerr takes it out of the end zone, has some blocking downfield, gets it out to the 29. Nice return by Kerr. He's a very talented return man, sometimes makes some questionable decisions, does not like to fair catch it. Here comes Kaplan, who has not been afraid to test this defense deep. Maybe not the most accurate arm in the world, that's been something that's been his history, but it is clicking for this offense so far. Let's see how they start off the half. Kaplan back to pass, has time. Shuffles around in the pocket and holds onto the ball. Gets sacked by DJ Childress, the left outside linebacker who was shaken up a little bit earlier, but he's back on the field and making plays. They start him at right outside linebacker. And the left tackle, that's Shaquem Wagner. I can't really blame him. Kaplan had time. I say that's a coverage sack. Kaplan should have been looking for a way to get rid of the ball. He's not going to take off and run. He's not that kind of quarterback. But throw the ball away or something. You are a veteran. You know how to do that. Back to pass again. Gets rid of it. That's Triplett out of the backfield. No, excuse me. That's Terrence Durham, the tight end, for a 6-yard reception. 3rd and 13. Empty backfield for the Sentinels. Scans the field. Here comes the rush, and boom! Wow! In an instant, Denario Swiney. I told you to watch out for that man. In a heartbeat, he gets to the quarterback and sacks him for a big loss. Big time play on 3rd down. No chance. And it looks like Triplett tried to help out the right tackle. That would be John Hicks, and it just did not work out. You don't want a running back trying to block the best pass rusher of the opposing team. Parsons to punt it away deep from his own territory. And instantly tackled is the punt returner. That's Jason Skandrick. He had nowhere to go. Special teams really working out today. The numbers for Snyder: no touchdowns and 1 interception. That's not really his MO. He's got 13 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. We'll now give him 6 interceptions on the year. And he comes out slinging and freezes Kershaw. Does Emmanuel Sharp for a nice catch for a 1st down. So they are finding some holes in this defense. Or was that Witherspoon in that coverage? Well, I see. He was trying to deflect the pass, and it didn't quite work. Nice play by Emmanuel Sharp. It's odd to see Kershaw struggle like this. You know, we've seen receivers maybe get the best of him for a quarter and a half, and then shut down City. There goes Costin. Nice run off the right side. Gains of 8 yards. Julius Lamb on the tackle. Back to pass. Has time. Out to the left side. He's got plenty of room. Number 89, Vundry Chansey from the slot. And nobody could catch up to him once he got by the initial tackler. What a play. Who's in coverage on that? I can't tell. Might have been a linebacker. I think it might have been Blanton. Might get a better look at the number here. Nope, that is 29. Virgil Hyde, the veteran cornerback who used to be an explorer. He got exposed there. Nice touchdown, and that brings this game back to a manageable 7-point deficit for the Explorers. And I think the age has finally set in for Virgil Hyde. The Sentinels saw him sitting out there in the free agent market. And the kickoff by Tracy, handled by Kerr for a touchback. And they were thinking, hey, you know, we could shore up the secondary with a veteran presence. We think he's still got something left in the tank. He's been making plays this season, but he gets exposed on the speedier receivers, and you saw it right there. Back to pass is Kaplan over the middle. He's got his man. It's caught. And fighting for a first down is Perry Wood, his first catch of the game. And unfortunately, he has kind of disappeared this season after having a breakout season last year. Over 1,000 yards, double-digit touchdowns. And there you see what made him so good, making those tough catches, getting the extra yards. Was a deep threat last year, even though he doesn't have tremendous speed. And there's a handoff up the middle, breaks the initial tackle and the second wave, spins forward for a gain of 4. It looked like he was not going to get much at all, but Triplett is running with authority this season. Kaplan back to pass to Triplett. He's got open field ahead of him. First down to Morris. Turns on the Jets. Pushed out of bounds. What a catch. Perfectly executed. Dalton Triplett is a dual threat. He does have very good hands for a running back. 23 yards on a pass out to the flat. You know, Coach Hennessy was cheering him on from the sideline. There you see Mr. Hennessy. It's like, mate, he got so excited. We saw him last season perhaps getting away with stepping onto the field. He didn't draw a flag. He didn't get penalized by the NFL, so there's Triplett off right side on the counter, and the play's broken up. Shakes off 2 tackles, but the third man in finally brings him down for a loss. That's a free safety, Chris Windsor. He's been making a lot of plays today, and Triplett almost broke one. But there you see Swiney couldn't bring him down. Windsor finally did. Triplett fighting for everything he's got. He does not go down easy. 2nd and 14 at the 41 in Explorers territory. Back to pass as Kaplan slings it over the middle to nobody. A little bit of a miscommunication. 3rd and 14. Slings it outside. It looks like he was going to Carl Young, and Gerald Murdoch, the number 2 corner, was right there to break it up. So this drive is going to stall out. Yep. Carl Young was tracking it, but the corner was not fooled, and to punt it away is Spencer Parsons, probably the shortest punt of the day, and he sends it sky high. Does he get a favorable bounce? No, it goes into the end zone for a touchback. Houston Schneider starting off a little rusty, but has come back with a vengeance with a great pass for a touchdown to Vondre Chancey. Virgil Hyde, the former Explorer, got exposed. There's a handoff up the middle on the delay, and a sea of defenders there to bring him down, and Chancey goes down. Looks like LaMarcus Blades gets credit for the tackle on the 2-yard gain by Costin. And he's upset, but it looks like he'll be okay. It's good news for the Explorers. Chancey is a talented receiver we've seen. Back to pass. Has time. Here comes the pressure. Deep over the middle, and bobbled, batted away, but still hauled in by Gilbert Godfrey, who outruns Zaire Witherspoon for another huge touchdown. And sometimes, I mean, that ball was batted by somebody. It looks like it bounced off the hands or helmet of Godfrey, and he was able to bring it in anyway. And that bobble confused the defense, and Zaire Witherspoon, right off the helmet, and he catches his own deflection. And the defense couldn't adjust. What a weird play. I was about to say, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, but Schneider is good, and so is Godfrey, so a little bit of luck and talent. And they've tied up this ball game with the PAT from Tracy. What a bizarre turn of events. That quick, 14 unanswered points by the Explorers on a wacky play. I thought a defender had gotten a hand on the ball, but no, it hit Godfrey right in the helmet, bounced up in the air, he readjusted and tracked the ball, hauled it in, and then outrun the entire defense. Kerr fields it from his end zone, brings it out, and is stopped at the 20. Great special teams play. Not very often you see Kerr get stopped like that on a return. So now a little bit of reversal of fortune here. There's the Sentinels coming out hot. They've cooled down, and the Explorers have turned on the Jets. How can the Sentinels respond? They hand off to Triplett up the middle. He's got room. Gain of maybe 5. Not a bad idea to give it to the horse. Been having a good game so far. Kaplan slings it over the middle. It's brought in. That's Chris Bradley on the reception, number 15, for a first down. Kaplan is over 200 yards on the game with a touchdown. Just a nice little underneath route by the speedy, shifty, diminutive wide receiver. He's about 5'9", about 180 pounds, but has wheels. His hands are a little work in progress, but he made a nice catch there. Handoff up the middle. Spins away from a would-be tackler, but there's Chris Windsor again to make a nice tackle to hold him to a 2-yard gain. And Windsor's all over the place. His 10th tackle of the game. Back to pass. Slings it over the middle, and not much of anything. Trying to see who that was. Was that Terrence Durham, the fullback, converted fullback to tight end, and he got nothing on it. Kaplan over the middle, deep, and that's Donnell White with another huge catch. His 6th catch, and he's over 100 yards for the game. Donnell White having a breakout season. How did Kaplan fit that one in there? There were 3 defenders right there, and he just slung it perfectly right over the shoulder of Donnell White, who caught it in stride. What a pass. Triplett gets the handoff up middle, and number 94, Swiney, is there to shut it down. Great play by the pass rusher, who's also made some great plays against the run. Another fake handoff, play action, has time, slings it, and batted away. That pass was to Kenya Tomlinson, the fullback, not known for great hands, and I think that was his first target of the season. Deep over the middle, overthrows the open receiver. That could have been a huge play. Just slightly overthrown. He had the right play dialed up. Who was he going to? Who was his man? It was Donnell White. And he couldn't quite get it on target there, so another stalled drive. Parsons to punt it away. High arcing kick. Brought in at the, looks like the 5. Not a fair caught. He does get it out to the 12. But that's a huge mistake from the punt returner, who is also the starting corner, Jason Scandrick. You see, Sheldon Bates started off the game strong with a sack and a couple of run stuffs. There's Stewart on a sack. There was Stringer, the backup strong safety, on a sack, on a safety blitz. We got a tie ball game late in the third quarter. Deep in their own territory. Slings it out to the corner. And that is brought in by Emmanuel Sharp going up against Zaire Witherspoon for a first down. Boy, do they miss Wyrick. Over the middle. That looks like the tight end, Chester Ellis, for a 9-yard gain. So this passing game, when the pass rush doesn't get home, letting up some big plays. Run up the middle. There's big Sheldon Bates, 353 pounds, meeting the rookie, Juwan Costin. And another tackle for a loss by the big man. Finally showing up and making an impact. It was pretty quiet, and they were expecting, when they drafted him as a top pick in the first round. And they were like, this is the man that's going to anchor this defense and shut down the run. And it hadn't really panned out. He's been more of a pass rusher than a run stuffer, but he's showing up today. 3rd and 2. Here comes the rush. Slings it to the corner. And there to defend it is Zaire Witherspoon. They were going to, looks like, Emmanuel Sharp, and give credit to Witherspoon to break it up. That would have been enough for a first down. Sharp had it, and Witherspoon swats it away at the last minute. Got both hands on it and swat. There it goes. Incomplete. Rejected. Doing his best Hakeem Olajuwon impression. Fielding at the 20. Spins out of a tackle, but brought down after a 5-yard return. On the punt is Tyson Kirk. Here comes Kaplan on the offense. Donnell White has been leading the aerial troops. Triplett has been having a good game on the ground when he gets the blocking. Who do they go to? Do they give it to Triplett? Nope, they back the pass. Kaplan slings it out, and it's intercepted! Oh my goodness. That is Jamal Malone, the slot corner, making a play. It looks like he was trying to go to a wheel route, and he undercut it and snagged it. Looks like he was going to Donnell White. And boy, that was a mistake by the veteran right there. And that sets them up in great field position. See the numbers for Snyder, that early interception, but has responded with 2 touchdowns, one off a wacky play, the last one off the helmet of Godfrey, caught the own rebound, up the middle run, got room, spins away, breaks free, 15-yard run on first down by Costin, and that's not what you want to see from this defense. He's getting close to 100 yards, and we got another quarter to go. So will this promising start fizzle out? And it's got to be that's got to be a disheartening loss to come out that strong and then see this turn of events. There's another handoff up the middle, and this one goes for about maybe 4 yards. Tackle made by Sheldon Bates. So Bates getting very active on that front interior defensive line. Long delayed handoff. Wow. Spins out of the tackle and picks up the first down. That's Lambert, the 3rd running back and kick returner. Picking up a first down there. Critical play. Another handoff off right side. And this one doesn't go for much. Maybe 1. And Heron goes down. I'm going to try to find who Heron is. Looks like Buck Heron, the center, the starting center, goes down. And he is trotting off the field, holding his wrist in agony. And how big would this be to lose your starting center? And a touchdown in the end zone to Gilbert Godfrey. My goodness, his 5th touchdown of the season. And his second of the game just cuts right in front of LaMarcus Blades. Right in the front of the end zone there for a touchdown. And they have now taken a lead. The PAT is up. It is good. And once losing by 14 points, they are now up by 7. Very late in the third quarter. They're celebrating over there. Is it too soon? Who knows? But this Sentinels offense has to find that rhythm that they've lost. Kerr fields it about a yard or two deep from the end zone. Gets it out past the 30. He's got room. He's going to take it to the house. Tyson Kerr, kick return touchdown, 10-5. Touchdown, Tyson Kerr. He's shown flashes of that this season, looking very close to breaking one. And what a time to pull it out. He got the lane, had the blocks set up, and hit that extra gear. Tyson Kerr with his first career kick return touchdown. He had a punt return touchdown last season. And what a way to answer back. Wes McGuire for the PAT. It is up and good. And we have a brand new ball game with 25 seconds left to go in the third quarter. That has gotten these troops fired up. Sheldon Bates, Vernon Hunt, number 94, Sean Stewart, number 56. They're all fired up now. Wes McGuire kicks it off. Deep in the end zone, it is downed by Darian Lambert. They'll take over at their own 25. This defense has to shore things up now. Early on, they were getting pressure on the quarterback, making plays in the run game, and it has broken down. Some freaky plays as well, but that doesn't count for everything. Shifting his way through the traffic is Costin. He picks up 1 yard on the play. Tackled by London Bates, the middle linebacker. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. 24-24 apiece. And there you see the turn of events. The Sentinels had slowed down. That third quarter touchdown was on the kick return you just saw. And 21 points in the third quarter alone from the Explorers. And there's a run off right side. And Houston Madsen able to keep the edge. If Houston Madsen does not make that tackle, Costin could have been taking it to the house. Because there was nobody else over there. There was a corner, but it looks like he got blocked out. Yep, Witherspoon went down. My goodness. 3rd and 10. Back to pass is Schneider. Has time, steps up to avoid the rush. Checks it down to Costin out of the backfield. And stopped by number 29, Virgil Hyde, for a loss of 1. So Hyde answering for that touchdown he gave up earlier. You know that's got to sting when you give it up against your former team. They gave up on him thinking he was washed up. The Sentinel said, let's see if there's some tread left on that tire. And he's been giving them solid production, especially with Wyrick being out with an injury. The punt fielded by Kerr at the 27. And he brings it out to the 44. What a day for Tyson Kerr, having some good punt returns. The kick return touchdown, and here comes Kaplan. He's going to want to atone for that interception he threw. That led to 7 points. With a tie ball game now, you know he's looking to get this ball downfield. The handoff to Triplett. He's got blocking off left side. Spins. Minimal gain, though. Give him 4 yards. Blocking not really there for him. Back to passes Kaplan, and it comes out of his hand awkwardly. Looks like he might have been going to Dunham, the second tight end, and it just came out of his hand awkwardly. Has time. Hits Triplett out of the backfield. That's not going to be enough for a first down, so this drive stalls. And that is Windsor, who has now got 13 tackles. His strong safety just all over the place. A nice catch by Triplett. Trying to get it downfield, but had 2 tacklers to try to beat and couldn't do it. In comes Spencer Parsons. The punt is away. Angles it to the end zone. Corner. And down by special teams player at the 9. So inside the 10. What a great punt. And awesome punt coverage. Let's see who gets down there to down it. I can't see the number. I'm going to say it might have been Julius Lamb. So Houston Snyder, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, and on the cusp of 300 yards passing for the game. Back to pass, has time. There's a penalty on the play. It's brought in. Might have been holding, and it was. So that pass is negated, and that's going to back them up 5 yards. That's the backup center, Douglas Hudson. I was wondering how this would impact them. So at their own 5, they hand off up the middle. And Costin is stopped by a combination of, looks like, Sheldon Bates. And might have been Vernon Hunt. 2nd and 13. Fakes the handoff. Has time, slings it out to an open receiver. That's Gilbert. Nope, it's not Gilbert Godfrey. That is Vondre Chancey. 3rd and 4. Nice reception. Gets rid of it quickly over the middle. That's Costin, and he is stopped short by Denario Blanton, the middle linebacker. That's going to stop him short. I think it's not 4-down territory here with a tie ball game and deep in their own territory with over 10 minutes to go. They're going to punt this one away, so Spencer Parsons, give him credit for backing them up. And the defense clamping down in clutch time. Punt is away from McAdams, fielded by Kerr. And he's not going to get much on this one. Give credit to the special teams. Looks like number 30, Darius Barnes, was in on that. You see the numbers. Kerry Kaplan. About 50% on his passes today. You'd like to see a little better than that. And there's a handoff off left side, and Triplett lowers his shoulder, picks up maybe 4 on first down. Some movement up front, but not enough for a flag. Snap is high, but fielded, and that looks like a first down by Triplett. It was 6 yards. Nice run. Good job by Kaplan to hold on to that high snap. They go to Triplett again off the left side, and number 43 is there to make the tackle. Vince Burgess for 1-yard gain. Nice play by the backup strong safety. Back to pass is Kaplan. Slings it out to the right. It's caught. Out to his left. My pardons, and that's Donnell White. What another reception. 3rd and 1. Back to pass. Kaplan slings it out to the tight end, who spins forward for a first down. It's Carl Young. Clutch reception. Big time catch there and run after the catch from Carl Young, and that's why they brought him in. They needed somebody that had some playmaking ability, and he might not be the same class as Mark Spellman, but reliable. Comes up with a big play there. Tackle made by Jamal Malone. And there's a handoff off middle, and spinning his way through for about maybe a 2-yard gain on that carry was Dalton Triplett. Tackle made by Wright. There's a delayed handoff, and stopped in the backfield. It looks like Tyson Kerr. Tackled by Vince Burgess, again, making plays against the run game. Excuse me. So Tyson Kerr's first carry of the game. Not a very successful one. In pistol, it's Kaplan. This time steps up again, and sacked. Oh my gosh, it's Denario Swiney. Kaplan holding on to it a little bit too long. This is his first start with his new team, so you can maybe attribute some of these miscues to that, but that's going to push back the field goal attempt, and maybe just out of Wes McGuire's range that could have given them a lead. Let's see what they choose to do here. Long field goal or a short punt? And they're going to punt it. Probably the wise decision, because you're looking at probably a 55-yard field goal attempt. The punt hangs up, and it bounces into the end zone. Nobody could get back there to down it. So nice try by Parsons, but the Explorers, with about 5 minutes left in the game, will start the ball at their own 20. Schneider has been finding some success in this secondary. And he's back to pass, and he's going deep over the middle. And that's hauled in for near first. No, they give him the first down. Trying to find the reception. I think that might have been the tight end, 86. Ellis. The handoff left side. Bowls over defenders. Tries to spin away, but Vernon Hunt finally able to bring down Costin after a 6-yard gain. That's the first time we've mentioned Hunt's name on a defensive play. And over the middle, caught and brought down by, looks like Sean Stewart. I keep wanting to call him Shannon. 1-yard gain, 3rd and 3. He's got time, slings it out there, and hauled in by 86, Chester Ellis, the tight end. I'm getting first names wrong today. I got the chart sitting right in front of me. There's a key first down. London Bates was there to make the play. But unfortunately, just a split second too late to break it up. Time's winding down. Under 3 minutes now. We got the 2-minute warning and all their timeouts. Rolls out. Dials it up and hits his man. And this is close to moving the sticks. They're going to give him the first down. Schneider is over 300 yards now. 142 yards for the game for Emmanuel Sharp. He had a big touchdown reception earlier in the game. You see Blanton and Bates, both middle linebackers, there to make the tackle, but unfortunately too late. Here comes the 2-minute warning. Yeah, they get the snap off beforehand. They run it off left side. He's got some room. Woo! And a tackle away from a touchdown with time running out. 9-yard gain. That left side of the offense finding some good room against the defense. And they're going to hand it off up the middle. He tries to cut it outside, but there's Houston Madsen to make a stop in the backfield. Nice play by him. Back to pass, has time. Here comes the rush, and he's brought down for a sack. They call a timeout. This could be a long field goal attempt. Riley Tracy has a strong leg. And no, they're going to punt it away. I didn't see who got credit for the sack. Tracy, a big booming punt. It bounces at the 5, trickles into the end zone. Ooh, what a stroke of luck there. They could have been pinned deep. And how would you like to end the game on a safety? It'd probably be a backbreaker. So Kaplan has not been the most accurate of passers. Has a touchdown and a pick on the game. Been dialing up the deep ball. Back to pass, has time. He gets it away and throws it out of bounds as he feels the rush. There you go, veteran. Sensed the pressure and got rid of it. That's the smart play. Empty backfield for Kaplan. Has some time. Scrambles. Tries to get rid of it, but can't pull the trigger. Philip Moorhead, the middle linebacker, with a sack. And wow, what is that, the 6th sack for the Explorers today? I see a man open over the middle, and maybe that's who he's going for. And he just couldn't get rid of it fast enough. So a long 3rd down now, late in the game. It's not what you want to see. You don't want to be moving backwards. It looks like they're just going to try to run to eat up some clock. Off right side, power. That's Niles McKell bulldozing his way forward. Unfortunately, not for a 1st down, but a strong run from Niles McKell. And it looks like the Sentinels are going to play for overtime. 50 seconds left. The punt from Parsons, a big, deep one. And tackled immediately. Looks like Julius Lamb. Nope, Virgil Hyde on the tackle in special teams. Maybe a 1-yard returns. 43 seconds left. 2 timeouts. They're at their own 35. They've been hitting some deep passes earlier. Is there enough time to get off some magic here for the Explorers? And they're going to try. Kaplan fires incomplete. Or Schneider, I'm sorry. See Riley Tracy saying they have to get it to the 40-yard line in Sentinels territory for his range, which would make that about a 50-yard attempt. 40 seconds to go. Fake handoff. And deep over the middle, and intercepted! Denario Blanton, the middle linebacker, with an interception. 34 seconds left to go, and the Sentinels have 2 timeouts. What a turn of events. Big time play. Virgil Hyde swatted that pass away, and it got right into the hands. What a play. Virgil Hyde, the former Explorer, with a huge play to deflect the ball right to his teammates' hands. And what are the Sentinels going to do? A deep pass or two could get them in field goal range. Can they do it? Is there magic in Kaplan's arm? And he slings it out over the middle. 1st down, Carl Young. And they take their 1st timeout. You see that red yard line? That is field goal range. Deep over the middle and batted away. Nice play by the defense. And they're saying Wes McGuire's target is the 41. Yikes. That's all I'm going to say is yikes. Kaplan has time, steps up, and he's going to get sacked. It's Jarius Woods. Slings it to the outside, 1st down and more. Gets out of bounds. Time runs out. Great play, but just a second too long. That would have been a perfect setup for a field goal try. But we're going to overtime. This game was looking like a laugher early, but give the Explorers credit for never giving up and fighting their way back into this game. Looks like the Sentinels have won the kickoff, the coin toss, and they're going to receive. This is the new sudden death rules. If the Sentinels can put a touchdown on the board, game over. If they get a field goal, the Explorers will get a chance with the football. Kerr downs it in the end zone for a touchback. If they don't score, and the Sentinels and the... I'm sorry, if the Explorers do, it's game over. Can the Sentinels do it? Overtime. Handoff. Nope, they faked the handoff. Keeper for Kaplan, and I don't think he got anything. They gave him a yard. Now they're in power formation, power I. Triplett gets a handoff, has some blocking, jukes outside. Pickup of 8 for Dalton Triplett on 23 carries. He has 76 yards and a touchdown. 3rd and 2 now. Looks like they're going to run. And no, play action fake. Kaplan has time, deep over the middle, and incomplete. Nobody was anywhere near that throw. Come on. What was that carry, Kaplan? I don't know who the target was. The only one in the area was Carl Young. Oh boy, here comes Parsons. The punt is away. Inside the 20 fielded. And special teams tackles him after a gain about maybe 4. From Skandrick, the starting corner and punt returner. And here comes Houston Snyder with a big day, 302 yards. 3 touchdowns, but 2 costly interceptions. Almost cost them the game. But that sack ran off enough time. A low snap. Schneider gets it away. It's brought in by 89. That's Chansey. Vondre Chansey having a big game. 2nd and 3. And they hand it off and going nowhere. Juwan Costin got stopped in the backfield. A big tackle for a loss from Denario Blanton, who is really stepping up his run defense. That was a huge knock on him last season. Boy, has he made strides. Had a little bit of help from Nate Youngblood, the strong safety, who was also coming on a blitz. Who wants it more? Tie ball game. 3rd and 6. About 7.5 minutes left to go in overtime. Back to pass. Deep over the middle and intercepted by LaMarcus Blades. He blocked a punt earlier. That's his 3rd pick of the season, and what a time to get one. That is Schneider's 3rd interception, and he just jumped that route. Jumped in front of Chester Ellis, the tight end. Great reaction. What a huge play. Remember, he is the guy that they said to mark for a dev trade upgrade, and he might have gotten it. I'm not sure how he at least has a fumble recovery. That was an interception. Excellent field position for the Sentinels. Pass over the middle, batted away. Ooh, intended for Carl Young, and man, that could have been trouble. Don't turn the ball over here, whatever you do. Hand off to Triplett. He cuts it outside, stumbles, and can't get any yards on the play. Might have lost a yard. Oh my, looks like he had some room, but got tripped up at the line of scrimmage and couldn't recover. Trips over his own offensive lineman's leg. How unfortunate. See London Bates over there. Now, I'm not sure what we have to do to try to win this game. Empty backfield. They're going to rely on the arm of Kaplan, who's been kind of shaky with the accuracy today, and the offensive line's been a little porous, and he slings it out. Incomplete! Oh my gosh. Kerry Kaplan having all kinds of trouble today, hooking up with his receivers. And again, that one wasn't even close. And there's London Bates. He can't believe it. And they're going to punt the ball away again. They have to. Parsons with the high arcing punt. It bounces at the 1 and goes into the end zone for a touchback. About 6.5 minutes left to go in overtime. Whoever scores first wins this ball game. 309 yards, 3 touchdowns, 3 costly interceptions, but he's been fortunate that the Sentinels can't capitalize on the turnovers. Drops back to pass, gets rid of it quickly, and batted away by Denario Blanton. Nice play by the middle linebacker. He's been all over the place. And there is a delay, and here comes a sack. Guess who? Denario Blanton. He's got an interception, a sack, tackles for losses. The only thing he doesn't have is a fumble recovery. My goodness, does he want to win a football game? The play action didn't fool anyone. See, Bates came on, Hunt is there. But Blanton got there first. Nice play, 3rd and 16. This team coming up with some big plays when they need to in crunch time on defense. Back to pass again. Here comes the rush. Steps up to avoid it. And sacked again. Steve Cleveland. Backup interior lineman with his first sack of the game. And they, what is it, double-digit sacks this game for this defense? It's got to be close to that. And maybe that's on the backup center coming into the game. Their starting center is not a bad one, but he went out in the 3rd quarter, and they've been having some trouble, so to punt it out of his own end zone. Robert McAdams, he gets it away. Kerr back deep to field it. Has some blocking downfield, and is tackled at the 46 in Columbus territory. This is good field position. A first down. A first down could be enough for a Wes McGuire field goal to seal a victory, but they have not been able to move the ball that well at all. That red line is the marker for the edge of Wes McGuire's range. There's Triplett, and he breaks a tackle. First down and more. There's a flag, probably a face mask. And it is tackling an extra 15 yards. What a huge play there. First down and inside the 20. Do they just kick a field goal to win it? And they are. Wes McGuire on. And they're going to try to ice him. This is a chip shot field goal for the powerful leg of Wes McGuire. And there you can see Shaq Hennessy talking to his... He's like, come on, man. Come on, man. The kick is up. It is good. And a cardiac moment for the Orlando Sentinels. Gets them back on the winning side of things for the lead in the division against the rival Columbus Explorers. Oh my, what a game. Shaq Hennessy giving his kicker some love. And on the other side, Mitchell Stanley shaking his head. It was not a pretty ball game, folks. There's a lot to not be happy about, but the win's gonna make all those ails feel a little bit better. The 3 takeaways, wow. That had to be a story of the game. Did Kaplan show enough to earn his next start? Early it was looking good. He was not afraid to throw deep, but then the inaccuracy really crept in. Let's take a look at the numbers. Houston Schneider, 23 of 37, 62%, 309 yards, 3 passing touchdowns, but 3 costly turnovers. Kerry Kaplan, 19 of 38, 50% exactly, 266 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. On the ground, it was Juwan Costin, the rookie, going over 100 yards, but only for a 3.6 yard average, no touchdowns. Dalton Triplett, 89 yards, 3.5 yards per carry. Had some unfortunate trip-ups and some offensive line miscues. 1 touchdown. That fumble, they didn't review it because it was recovered by the offense, and it was a first down anyway. It was not really a fumble if you looked at it. He was down by contact, but since they didn't challenge it, it is technically a fumble. Kerry Kaplan tried to run the football. He probably shouldn't ever again. Niles McKell with a carry. Kerr with a carry that didn't go well for him. Lambert with a 6-yard carry. And Houston Snyder, quarterback keeper, won an option, picked up 5 yards. The receiving yards, There were a lot of them. Let's take a look at the Sentinels first. Donnell White with 8 catches and a huge 141 yards. Carl Young, the tight end, making some crucial catches. 3 for 49. Chris Bradley with his first career touchdown. 3 for 34. Durham, 2 for 6. Triplett, 2 for 25. Perry Wood, only 1 for 11. And Tomlinson had that one drop that could have been a first down. It was going to be a tough catch. But you don't normally count on your fullback to make a really tough catch like that. For the other side, there was a lot of passing yards to be had. Godfrey, 68 yards on 6 catches and a touchdown. Emmanuel Sharp with a huge day, 5 catches, 142 yards and a touchdown. Juwan Costin out of the backfield, 4 catches for 10 yards. Vondre Chancey on that one play in front of Virgil Hyde took it to the house, 4 for 61 and a touchdown. Chester Ellis, the tight end, 3 for 27, and the backup tight end, Kevin Dunn, 1 catch for 1 yard. The blocking numbers are not going to be pretty. Jamon Wooden led up a sack, as well as Travis Johnson, and the backup center led up 2 sacks. So there is the difference in the ball game there between having your starting center and your backup. For the Sentinels, Kevin Crockett, who has... Last year, I think he let up 1 sack on the whole season, let up 3 this game, and I think it's the first 3 he let up all season. Dalton Triplett, he let up a sack when he was trying to chip block Swiney. That didn't work. John Hicks and Shaquem Wagner, the 2 young tackles, both let up a sack apiece. For the defensive units, let's take a look at the Explorers. You know, Windsor was all over the place making tackles. 15, 3 for a loss. Holy moly. He didn't break up any passes. Moorhead, the middle linebacker, 8 tackles, 1 for a loss, and a sack. Vince Burgess, the backup strong safety, 7 tackles, 3 for a loss. He was big in the run game. Also broke up a pass. Terrell White, the free safety, 7 tackles and 1 pass defended. Bradley Peters, middle linebacker, 6 tackles, 1 for a loss. Randall Everett had 5 tackles and a sack. Murdoch, 5 tackles. Vines, 5 tackles, 1 for a loss. Denario Swiney, the sack master, 4 tackles and 2 sacks. DJ Childress, 3 tackles, 1 sack. 3 tackles for Barnes and Skandrick. And Luke Gibson, 2 for a loss, though, from the defensive tackle. Brian Underwood, 2 tackles. Blake Wood had 2 sacks and 2 tackles. Jamal Malone, 2 tackles and an interception. And then a tackle apiece for Chancey, Mac Murray, Jarius Woods, Riley Tracy, and Emmanuel Sharp and Desmond Ball. Let's take a look for the Sentinels, who led the way. Is it any surprise that it's Denario Blanton who had himself a whale of a game? 13 tackles, 2 tackles for a loss, 1 sack, 1 big interception. He was just making plays all over the field. LaMarcus Blades, the focus man, 10 tackles, 1 for a loss, 1 interception. No pass into... They don't cover a punt block, which didn't count for his dev traits, so... Does 1 interception and 1 tackle for a loss equal the 2 that he needed? Because we definitely didn't hold them in yardage. Virgil Hyde, 9 tackles, 1 for a loss. Did have an important pass deflection that led to an interception, but led up a touchdown. Zaire Witherspoon with a pass deflected, 9 tackles. Sheldon Bates, 8 tackles, 2 for a loss, 1 sack. He was having a big-time game today. London Bates, 7 tackles, a pass defended. Julius Lamb on special teams, 6 tackles. Nate Youngblood, 5 tackles, 1 for a loss, and an interception. Aaron Kershaw, 4 tackles. Andrew Stringer, the backup strong safety, 3 tackles and had that 1 sack. Houston Madsen, 3 tackles, 2 for a loss in the run game. Steve Cleveland, 2 tackles, 1 for 1 sack. Marion Bates, the special teams outside linebacker with 2 tackles. Sean Stewart, 2 tackles, 1 sack. And Kent Kendall and Vernon Hunt share a half a sack. Both had 2 tackles. And the fullback on special teams gets credit for a tackle. In the kicking game, Wes McGuire with the game-winning field goal with time expiring in overtime. 2 for 2 with a long of 45. He was perfect on his points after touchdown. 5 kickoffs with 3 touchbacks. The Explorers, Riley Tracy, equally as good. Perfect on the day. 1 for 1 for his field goals. 3 for 3 on his PATs. 6 kicks and 3 touchbacks. The punting, Robert McAdams, 1 inside the 20, 1 touchback. He had that 1 block, a key play from LaMarcus Blades, and he had a long of 49 out of 11 punts. Lots of punts, I think, for both teams. 12 punts for Parsons, 522 yards of punting. 5 inside the 20, 3 touchbacks, and also a long of 49. The huge momentum-changing play, the big 101-yard kick return touchdown from return specialist Tyson Kerr. And in the punt return game, 8 for 76. Nice job today from him. Scandrick, you see, 7 for 30, only a 4.2-yard average on the punt returns. And the kick return game, Lambert 2 for 52 for 26 yards. And that's going to do it for today. Probably not as they designed it. I mean, it looked like a laugher earlier, but the Explorers came right back, and boy did they fight. Give them credit. Mitchell Stanley might not be happy with the loss or how they lost. Mainly, it was Schneider with the 3 interceptions. Beat your rival. 8 regular season wins, not yet. You see the milestone. We got over 1,000 yards passing, 500 yards rushing. Terrence Durham has an upgrade. We'll go ahead and we'll back out of that. Did he do it, folks? Let's find out. Breakout player. How did it go? I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. You see LaMarcus Blades out there. That's not a fluke. That guy is a big-time talent. We've seen it last year. He was amazing. And it's continuing this season. Boy, what a game for him. LaMarcus Blades now has the superstar development trait. Progresses faster than before and can use superstar abilities. Heck yeah. What a great turn there. He gets 2,000 XP. Great job. What a great day. Amazing. So the Sentinels go to 5-3. The Explorers fall to 4-4. We're just going to go ahead and advance. We're going to take on the 4-4 Huskies. I believe they have a bye this week, so their record should remain the same. We'll see real quick. Let's take a look. We got an X-Factor linebacker for the Huskies. Somebody won an award. I'm going to say that it's probably a defensive player of the week. Got some scouting points, some training. And yes, the Huskies are 4-4. And we got Wyrick and Spellman back on the team. Back from injury. Huge news. Huge news. A shot in the arm for the defense and offense. Coming off a victory. That's got to be feeling good. And there's probably going to be a roster move. They're probably going to cut somebody from here. I would assume it's going to be Terrence Durham. Now that Spellman is back. Kiefer Sanders is a run-blocking specialist, and Carl Young. Posey might come back as a wide receiver. And on defense, do we need to make a move here? We probably do. We got enough corners. Diamond McCoy. Great player. And that extra linebacker was Marion Bates. He might be going back to the practice squad. So we'll figure that out before next episode. So, did Kerry Kaplan show enough to earn another start? I mean, he did win a ball game, but it didn't look pretty. We've seen what Kiefer Burns done this season, too. It hasn't been pretty for him, either. Some decisions to make. What is Shaq Hennessy going to do? We'll find out next episode in the continuing saga of the Orlando Sentinels, back to their winning ways, back to a winning record, first place in the division, but they've got another team that is no slouch in the Toronto Huskies, and they go to Toronto to play this game. I apologize for not bringing this content to you sooner. Like before, I was bringing content to you on a fairly regular schedule, once or twice a week. And unfortunately, life happens. I've had some health setbacks. This is allergy season, and this, for some reason, this year is hitting me harder than it has in years. The weather fluctuation as far as temperature is just really swinging back wildly. I mean, it was probably close to 80 degrees yesterday, and it probably hasn't been much above 50 today. The wind's kicking around. It is freezing cold out there right now. And that weather fluctuation plus all the pollen in the air with the grass and flowers and trees blooming and everything has not been kind to my sinuses and my eyes. That's been the main thing. So I haven't given up on the season. I'm having a lot of fun. I know a lot of you out there are leaving me comments and are really appreciating it too. And I want to keep it going for you guys. I mean, you loyal fans out there are really what's driving this. I'm doing it for fun, my own fun, just something new for me to do, kind of chronicle what I'm doing live and living out a little bit of a dream vicariously to be a play-by-play man. And now I see how hard it is. I'm thinking, how hard is it to just say names and call numbers and say what happened on the field? Well, I didn't realize I trip over my own tongue so much and how I confuse my left and right. I know my left from right, but when I'm looking at it the field, I'm calling it from, I should always call it from the offense's perspective, from what side of the field it is, and I keep calling it from my home team's perspective, the Sentinels' perspective, and that's wrong. That's a habit I got to break. So I think I'm getting there, and it probably would help if I could remember my own team's players' names. I mean, come on. Tyrone Malone? No, that was Tanner Malone. You think I'd remember the guy that led the team in sacks? All right, so again, sorry. I'm going to try to bring this content out to you. I want to see how this sounded in playback, see if there's any difference in the graphic quality and the sound quality. I saw some and heard some pop-its during the game and some graphic pauses, so I'm going to assume, yeah, we had some trouble with this game. I can see 44 packet drops. That's going to be a problem. I know that playback's going to stink. I don't want to re-record this episode. So we might just have to have a bad upload just to keep this game in the books. Man, that would stink. So I was trying something new to see if I could improve the graphics and the sound, and I think I failed big time. So I'm going to be recording it through OBS Studios and not Streamlabs, because Streamlabs did not help, unfortunately. So that's going to do it for me. I apologize. I know in advance this stream quality is not, or this recording is not going to be great quality, and I really apologize. I thought I had something ironed out here, and apparently this is even worse. Yikes. All right. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. We'll see you next time. I promise the quality will be a little bit better next time. Take care, everybody. You be well. Have a great weekend. We'll see you next time here on Ben's Corner. And hopefully the Sentinels can continue on their winning ways. They got a shot in the arm with Marquis Wyrick coming back on defense, the shutdown corner rookie, who looked like he was on the cusp of breaking out. He was getting his hands on the football, but just quite didn't get an interception. And the huge playmaking tight end, and Mark Spellman, the big 6'7" speedy tight end. Yeah, that can make a difference on offense, because this team was rolling when those two were healthy. All right. I said it again, but we'll see you next time. Take care now.